step into the arena of your potential. You stand on a battlefield of raw possibility. Talent flickers like a spark, fleeting and frail, while the crucible of discipline burns eternal, ready to forge titans from dust. Most men lean on their gifts, believing talent alone will carry them to glory. They're wrong. Talent is a seed. Discipline is the fire that makes it a monolith. The world is littered with the bones of the gifted. Men who shone briefly, then faded, undone by laziness, distraction, or ego. You're here because you feel the call to rise above, to forge success that doesn't crack, to build a legacy that defies time. I'm Andrew Tate, the top G, and I'm not here to praise your potential or stroke your ego. I'm here to hammer the truth into your soul. Discipline beats talent, always. This isn't a speech. It's a forging, a blueprint to sculpt unbreakable success, a call to grind before the spark dies. Lock in, because we're building a monolith and only the disciplined endure. Talent is a spark, bright, fleeting, fragile. It's the raw gift you're born with, the potential that makes you stand out, the whisper that says you're special. But sparks don't build empires. They flicker, they fade, they fail without fuel. Discipline is the crucible, the unyielding fire that turns sparks into steel, dreams into legends. The world worships talent, calls it genius, bets on it to win. It's a lie. Talent without discipline is a candle in a storm, pretty but doomed. The top G code says you don't rely on sparks. You ignite the forge. You don't coast on gifts. You carve with grit. Discipline beats talent, and it's the secret to success that breaks only when you do. Forge it or fade. Let's hammer it raw. Life's a coliseum, not a stage. It doesn't reward the gifted. It crowns the relentless. Talent might open doors, but discipline builds the empire behind them. Most men cling to their sparks, expecting applause, waiting for their moment. They waste their gifts on excuses, distractions, or half efforts, thinking talent alone will save them. It won't. Success is a monolith, carved by those who show up, grind through pain, and outlast the weak. You're here because you feel the weight of wasted potential, the hunger for unbreakable success, the fire to rise above the gifted and the gone. You're here to learn that discipline is the forge where talent is tempered, the secret that turns sparks into gods. Grind now, or the spark dies. I've walked this forge. Don't think I was born a colossus, gifted with success dripping from my veins. I started with sparks, some talent, some promise, but nothing guaranteed. I've seen men with more gifts than me, sharper minds, quicker fists, bigger dreams, fall to ruin because they lack discipline. I could have been one of them, coasting on potential, fading into what could have been. But I didn't. I chose the crucible. I hammered my sparks with discipline, days that broke my body, nights that tested my soul, choices that forged my empire. I built businesses from nothing, stacked millions through grit, claimed thrones because I outworked the talented. Every victory is proof. Discipline beats talent every time. That's the top G code. I'm giving it to you now. Forge your discipline or talent betrays you. Talent is a trap. It's not just fleeting, it's deceptive. It makes you think you're enough, that you can skip the grind that success owes you. The world feeds this trap, praises your gifts, inflates your ego, calls you destined. But destiny is a lie without discipline. The top G code says you don't trust the spark, you fuel it. You don't bask in talent, you break it down and build it stronger. You don't let gifts define you, you let discipline shape you. Talent is a seed that rots without work. Discipline is the fire that makes it eternal. Choose the crucible or talent becomes your tomb. Action is your hammer. Talent thrives on dreams. Flashes of brilliance, bursts of inspiration. Action is the force that forges them, the strike that shapes the steel, the blow that builds the monolith. You don't need endless talent, just one move, then another, then a relentless rhythm. I forged my success through action. Days that burn my doubts, nights that hone my will, choices that carved my empire. Every step was a defiance of laziness, a brick in my fortress. Action isn't just doing, it's forging. It's the force that turns sparks into monuments, gifts into gods. Strike and talent bows. Discipline is your crucible. Talent loves chaos, scattered efforts, weak habits, fleeting bursts. Discipline is the fire that purifies. It's the law that says, I grind no matter what. It's rising when exhaustion begs for rest, grinding when talent tempts ease, fighting when the soul wavers. Discipline isn't comfort, it's creation. It's the vow you keep when distractions swarm, when ego whispers, when talent falters. You think I love every battle, every rep, every deal, every dawn? No. I love what it builds. Wealth, power, eternity. Discipline is the crucible that forges talent into success, the code that makes you unbreakable. Ignite it, and you're unstoppable. Your mind is your forge. Talent clouds it, flashes of ego, fog of complacency, lies of good enough. You've got to temper it, make it a furnace of focus. Feed it fire. Books that cut like steel, ideas that burn like suns, truths that stand like stone. Starve it of rot, gossip that poisons, noise that dims, excuses that bind. A disciplined mind doesn't flicker, it blazes. It sees work where others see waiting, success where others train your thoughts to hammer, and talent becomes your tool, not your master. Time is your anvil. Talent wastes it. Hours lost to ego, days lost to distraction, years lost to someday. The gifted think time's a gift, endless and forgiving. It's not. Time's a hammer, finite, heavy, relentless. Discipline wields it, cuts the noise, hones the focus, forges the empire. You don't have forever. I didn't. No one does. I've let talent steal time, watched moments vanish in its fleeting glow, but I learned. Discipline reclaims it. Slash the distractions, scrolling, dreaming, coasting. Fill your seconds with forging, work, growth, fight. Time's your raw material. Forge it into monoliths or watch it crush you. Your body is your furnace. Talent loves a frail frame. Tired, soft, untested? You think success comes to a body that falters? You think empires rise from a vessel that breaks? Get real. Your body is the fire of your will, the proof of your grind. Train it like a cataclysm. Lift until the earth cracks. Run until the stars kneel. Feed it like a stronghold. Clean, fierce forge. Rested like a blade. Honed, charged, lethal. A disciplined body doesn't just outwork talent, it outlives it. It's the signal you're done coasting, the proof you're built for monoliths. Forge it, and the world feels your heat. Money is your monument, not your mirage. Talent cries about wealth. I'm broke. I can't. It's too hard. Lies. Money's not luck, it's labor, it's value, hustle, discipline. I've been broke, scraping for air, counting shadows for hope. I didn't lean on talent, I forged with discipline. I turned effort into empires, grind into gold, will into millions. Stop fearing money, start forging it, solve problems, outwork the gifted, deliver fire. The top G code says money flows to those who grind harder than talent, but it bows to those who stay true. Build your monument and success stands eternal. Your environment is your forge. Talent festers in chaos, toxic voices, cluttered spaces, weak rhythms. You can't forge success in a swamp. Be ruthless. Cut the anchors. Friends who dim your spark, habits who dull your edge, chaos who clouds your aim. Build a crucible that burns, people who ignite, spaces who lift, systems who amplify. If you can't find that crucible, create it. Discipline is the fire that clears the dark, the steel that builds the dawn. Shape your world, and talent has no excuse to fail. Failure is your crucible. Talent fears it, calls it doom, flees it, lets it define them. Wrong. Failure is the forge of success, the spark of monoliths. I've failed. Fights lost in blood, deals crushed to ash, dreams torn to threads. But I didn't stop. I forged, learned, sharpened, rose. Discipline turns failure into fuel, talent into triumph. Don't dread the fall. Dread the man who never grinds again. Forge through failure, and empires rise. Pressure is your bellows. Talent cracks under it, begs for relief, hides in shadows. You burn brighter. Discipline makes you iron, unbent, unbowed, eternal. I've faced pressure that could crush, crowds roaring my in, stakes sharp as thorns, futures hanging by whispers. Discipline held me firm, turned pressure into power, talent into ash. Pressure isn't your trap. It's your forge. Lean into it. Rise through it. Grind because of it. Your vision is your beacon. Talent dims it. Flashes of ego, clouds of complacency, lies of good enough. Without a vision, you're a spark. Burning out blind. See your monolith, vivid, vast, alive. The empire you'll raise, the lives you'll shift, the man you'll become. Hold it like a star, let it burn through fog. But vision needs discipline. The sweat to build, the blood to fight, the heart to grind. A dream without work is a ghost. A dream with discipline is a god. See it, chase it, crown it. Session is your furnace. I'm not here because I'm gifted. I'm here because I'm consumed, gripped by a hunger that shakes the earth. To be more, build more, leave more. Talent fears obsession, calls it madness, chains it down. You free it. Find the fire that wakes you at night, the need that drives your dawn. Discipline shapes obsession, guides the surge, aims the blaze. Obsession without discipline burns out. Discipline without obsession crawls. Together, they forge monoliths. Roar and rise. Sacrifice is your anvil. Success demands payment, not talent, but choices. You want strength? Trade ease. Skip the poison, shun the soft, embrace the strain. You want wealth? Trade comfort, burn the nights, risk the fall, build the rise. You want eternity? Trade laziness, kill the ego, bury the excuses, fight the sparks, betrayal. Sacrifice isn't loss, it's creation. It's sculpting marble from stone, forging monoliths from fire. Discipline is the hand that carves, the will that shapes. Offer it, and talent crumbles. The grind is your crucible. It's where you're reborn, where talent meets its end. The gifted hate it, crave shortcuts, hunt escapes, beg for breaks. They're blind. The grind is the truth. The sweat that purifies, the strain that sanctifies, the fight that frees. Discipline makes you pray it, not for ease, but for strength. Every rep, every task, every hour is a stone in your monolith. Build it, worship it, rise through it. Success lives in the grind. Talent dies there. Confidence is your crown. It's not noise or ego. It's the quiet weight of knowing you've earned your place. Discipline forges it. Every vow kept, every excuse burned, every empire built. It's the voice that says, I've outworked talent and I'm still here. Confidence doesn't beg, it commands. It's the steel in your spine, the fire in your eyes, the truth in your step. Discipline builds it, and success wears it proud. Don't overthink. Talent loves a tangled mind, twisting, stalling, chasing, flashes of brilliance. Discipline is clarity, action, not anguish. You don't need every answer, just the next strike. Trust your hustle, your fire, your grind. The path clears as you forge. The monolith grows as you fight. Overthinking is talent's trap. Discipline is your hammer. Pound and rise. Loyalty is your armor. Be loyal to your soul, your mission, your fight, your truth. In a world of snakes and shadows, loyalty is diamond, rare, strong, true. Stand by those who stand by you, but don't bleed for traitors. Discipline demands loyalty to your rise, saying no to temptation, no to laziness, no to talent's betrayal. Stay fierce, stay faithful, and Monolith guard your path. It's not here for applause, you're here for conquest. Talent chases cheer, shallow, fleeting, frail. Discipline chases success, deep, lasting, real. Respect outweighs love, and respect is earned through action, through truth, through forging the crucible. Be the man who moves the stars, not the one who begs for sparks. The gifted will whisper, the disciplined will roar. Freedom is your horizon, not just wealth or time. True freedom is living unbound, unbent, alive. It's speaking raw, standing tall, fighting free. But freedom's a monolith, not a gift. Discipline builds the forge through action, through fire, through grit. You want to be free? Stop leaning on talent. Stop serving excuses. Rise, grind, reign. Your mind is your monolith. Guard it like a god. Feed it gold, knowledge that cuts, wisdom that lifts, dreams that burn. Lock out the thieves, drama that dims, lies that bind, ego that creeps. A disciplined mind is a fortress, unshaken, unbowed, eternal. Learn like a warrior, think like a smith, and monoliths kneel to you. Purpose is your tide. Without it, you're driftwood. Lost, frail, forgotten. Purpose is what wakes you when the grind burns, what holds you when talent fails. Find it. It doesn't need to shake the earth, it needs to shake you. Maybe it's building something immortal. Maybe it's guarding your own. Maybe it's forging yourself. Discipline makes it surge, makes it sing, makes it monoliths. Don't settle. Settling is rust. It's the slow choke of your fire, the quiet theft of your dawn. You're not here for enough, for safe shores, for half-lights. You're here for the zenith. Body, mind, soul. Discipline demands you hunt it, bleed for it, breathe for it. Settling is talent's leash. Rip it off and rise. Courage is your spark. Discipline is the wind that turns it to flame. Courage isn't fear's end, it's fear's defiance. It's moving when your blood freezes, fighting when your heart cracks, standing when the earth quakes. Discipline builds it. Every choice, every charge, every excuse burned. Courage carries you to success. Discipline keeps you there. You're not a victim. The world can wound you, scar you, chain you, but it can't claim you unless you bow. Victims cling to talent. Victors forged with discipline. Discipline is your hammer, your torch, your truth. It's the power to rewrite your fate, to turn wounds into wings. Stop cursing the fall. Forge through it. Consistency is your pulse. It's not one beat, it's the rhythm. Endless, unyielding. It's showing up when it's brutal, when it's silent, when talent screams loudest. Discipline lives in consistency, in the steps, the strikes, the quiet wins. You don't build monoliths in a flash. You build them in a tide. Keep flowing, keep fighting, keep rising. Don't apologize for your fire. The world wants you, damn. Soft, safe, silent. Be a supernova, be a quake. Be the man who burns through time. Discipline fuels your flame, sharpens your shock, sings your truth. If your rise scares them, good. You're not here to fade. You're here to blaze. Learn like you're mortal. Knowledge is blood. Skills are breath. The more you take, the stronger you grow. Read like a conqueror. Text that wound, truths that heal. Study your scars. Honor your wins. Chase the horizon. Discipline demands a mind that grows. A soul that fights. Stop learning and talent creeps in. Keep growing and monoliths stay. Risk is your gate. Monoliths lie beyond the void. Past fear, past doubt, past complacency. Leap. Quit the ease that binds you. Start the dream that haunts you. Risk is madness to the gifted. It's clarity to the disciplined. The greatest loss is a life unbuilt, a monolith unclaimed. Don't let it slip. Lead, not with banners, but with blood. Lead yourself first, through the fire, through the grind, through the crucible. Discipline is your guide, your strength, your song. Then lead others. Lift them, drive them. Show them the monolith. Power follows those who forge, not those who flicker. Be the man who rises, and the world rises with you. Perfection is a lie. Discipline is truth. Most stall, chasing flawless, perfect plans, perfect days. There's no such thing. Done is better than dreamed. Started is better than stalled. Discipline is real. Grit, sweat, monoliths. Power grows in motion, not in shadows. Rise now, win now. Faith is your anchor. Believe in your fight, in your fire, in something eternal. Faith isn't frail, it's fierce. It's the strength that holds you when talent fails, when the path fades. Discipline feeds it through work, through proof, through monoliths. Hold it deep, let it grow, and power blooms. You're not here to follow, you're here to forge, to break chains, to build empires, to write myths. The world wants you small, tame, quiet, weak. Shatter it. Discipline is your hammer, your heart, your roar. Fight for your truth, your rise, your throne. No one hands you success, you forge it. Power is your core, not rule over others, rule over you. Power is discipline alive, saying no to laziness, yes to struggle, always to greatness. It's knowing your place and carving it deeper. Power is forged, not found. Discipline is the flame, the stone, the star. Be it, breathe it, rise with it. Doubt is your dusk, discipline is your dawn. Doubt whispers you're too small, too late, too broken. Burn it, you're built for this. Crafted for monoliths, wired for grit. Discipline proves it, every step, every strike, every triumph. Stop questioning your light and start shining it. Forge and stay there. Love is your strength. Love yourself enough to fight. Love your people enough to stand. Love your mission enough to bleed. Love isn't weak. It's wild. It's discipline in motion. Loyalty, sacrifice, fire. Love fierce, love true, and let it lift you to monoliths, not pull you to talent's trap. Forge the monolith. Discipline beats talent. Embrace it. Grit is your crucible. Ignite it. Success is yours, but you've got to hammer it with fire and steel. Outwork the gifted. Build your empire. Rise as a titan. Be relentless. Be radiant. Be the man for Forge's unbreakable success. and carves a legacy that defies the ages.